Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the kit that we have all been waiting for. This is the eXtremeRate Rise Remap Kit for the PS5 controller. So what this is going to do is going to add back buttons to your Dualsense 5. Alright, let's get into the unboxing and review. Alright, so here is the box. And as usual with eXtremeRate stuff, there's nothing else, just a actual like stock number for them. And let's open it up. So first of all, as usual, this is your warranty. So what you need to do is follow them on social media, and it can be any of them: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Share a photo or video of your product and make sure that you @ them or hashtag them, and that's it. And what that does is that gives you a 1-year warranty against manufacturer defects. Defective products, within 3 months you'll just get a replacement, and they're really fast to respond. So, and their customer service is absolutely excellent, top notch. All right. So first is the back plate, and you get to pick what kind of back plate you want. So this one is the rubberized grip in black. They also have a bunch of different colors, and I'm going to have links in the description to where you can get this, and you'll see all the colors. But there's like white splatter, red splatter, blue splatter. Then there's ones that match the front shells, so like the chameleon or I'm not sure off the top of my head, but they have a lot of different colors, and like I said, you will be able to check the link down in the description. So as you notice, this has the cutout, and that is where the back buttons are going to go. This is that box that will go on the back of the controller. So these are where the chip is going to sit, and these are the actual buttons themselves. You get the tools and screws for to take apart the kit, and if you need to replace any screws, they're all here. And then the screws that you're going to need for attaching the back button to the back plate, they're all in here. Next is the circuit boards. So you have the main PCB right here, and then a couple ribbon cables, which are going to be used to connect the L3 and R3, and then this wire here is for the touchpad, which those are totally optional. And the good thing about this kit is it is either solderless, or if you want the L3, R3, and touchpad to be programmable, then you need to do a little bit of soldering. But there's not very many games where you would actually use those, so I can't even think off the top of my head when you would actually need a like the touchpad programmed to the back buttons or back paddles. Kind of the same with the L3 and R3. However, if you do want that functionality, then all you have to do is some soldering, and it is really easy, just pass-through soldering with this one right here. So it's just a couple points on the actual motherboard of the controller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the install. I have a brand new Dualsense 5. So eXtremeRate has a very, very good video of them doing the install, same as all their other installs for the kits that they sell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it in the description to their install, because it is so well done. But I'm going to do the install, and then I'm going to come back, and if I did run into any snags, I'll include that in the video, and we'll talk about it if I feel like it's a little bit difficult or whatnot. And anyway, so like I said, I will get back to you as soon as I do this install, and then we'll review the product. Alright, so here it is. I just got done installing the eXtremeRate Rise Remap Kit for the DualSense controller. It took me about 40 minutes. I would say if this is your first time ever taking apart a DualSense controller or doing a mod like this, maybe about an hour. I've personally taken one of these controllers apart like 5 or 6 times now. Also, I opted to do the soldering, so you can use the touchpad or the L3, R3 for remapping, but that's totally optional. If you do not want that ability, you don't have to do it. But it's only about 4 points that get soldered, so it was real quick and easy to do. Yep, so this is what it looks like on the front for me. On the back, this is the eXtremeRate rubberized grip that they like to put on their back plates. I have this on my other DualSense that I did a review on about a week ago, where I did the carbon fiber look shell and the back, and then I also did their new LED kit for that, so check that out if you're interested. I also have it on my DualSense 4, I have it on my Pro controller. All my controllers have this same grip, and I absolutely love it. It feels weird to play without it, actually. So this is the actual box, and inside here is the main PCB, which controls the back buttons. So this is a permanent fixture on the back of the controller, so you can't just take this off. It is actually screwed in from the inside. These are the paddles. As you should be able to hear, they have a real nice positive click to them. I really like the shape of them too. So when they are in the hand, your fingers, they just fall right into place on them, and then it's real easy to just go in to use the actual paddles. Alright, so I will show you how to use the remapping function. So unfortunately I don't have a PS5, but this really is not going to make a difference. What I'm going to do is I am going to hook it up to my PC, and then I will show you in game that it works. Because the DualSense controller is supported by PC, it's literally no difference. So let me plug in my cable and just let it get detected, which it is. Okay, so if you want to go into mapping mode, it's real simple. You just hold down the map mode button and a little red light is going to show up here. So you hold down for about 5 seconds. And as you should be able to see, yep, there is a little red light. So let's say I wanted to map cross to this one right here. You're going to hold it down. So if you have mapped anything to these before, you're going to get a slow flash. If it's your first time, you are going to get some fast flashes. So I believe I've already mapped to this one, so I'm probably going to get the slow ones. Yeah, so those are the slow ones. So what that means is pretty much that I have now cleared that out. So now this paddle is cleared out. It's not going to do anything. So let's map it back. So we'll hold down the paddle, hold down cross, and it blinked really fast. So the same, let's do triangle. I also already had this map, so you'll notice if you demap something, it goes slow. When you map it, you will get fast. Alright, so now that I have mapped cross to this one, triangle to this one, and I'm happy with the configuration that I have here, what you do is you hold down the button for about 5 seconds again, and you notice the light went out. So now that the light is out, we are no longer in mappable mode or mapping mode. So now these paddles or triggers, whatever, buttons, whatever you want to call them, are now going to function as they're supposed to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some gameplay. I have Destiny 2 loaded up right now. I'm actually not too big into first-person shooters, but honestly, these back buttons I use for RPGs, games like Dark Souls, to go through menus, Monster Hunter. So don't think that these are only for people that are into first-person shooters, because they're absolutely not. They are useful in every different type of game. So let me show you real quick. So I have Destiny loaded up here, and I have not played, I haven't played Destiny in forever. I know there's been a lot of updates lately. Volta Glass came back, which is pretty exciting. If I could actually find 5 other people that are playing. So anyway, I mean, that's besides the point. So right here, remember I mapped this to triangle, so that will change my weapon. So if I touch it, you notice that the weapon changed. Let me go forward a little bit just so it's a little bit easier to see. Alright, so yeah, you notice if I hit it, that weapon changes immediately. There's no delay or anything like that. Here, actually, I'll just turn it this way. So no different than if I were to actually hit the physical button. Alright, so the other one I mapped to cross, so that is jump. So here's what jump looks like normally. And then if I use the button. Yeah, so now I can play with just my fingers on the actual joysticks. You know, I don't have to take them off for any of those functions. Yeah, and I think it's great. So there's no delay. The controller, the back button, everything is working exactly as it is supposed to. You haven't ruined any functionality. You have only gained functionality. Yeah, so I really like the way this feels. As with all the eXtremeRate stuff, I think they make really high quality products. They're one of the few companies that's innovating, and all their products are, in my opinion, fairly inexpensive, and they're a DIY solution. So for me, I like to tinker with stuff, and I think it's fun to take something apart and then wire it up, and then I gain functionality. And for, you know, like an eighth of the cost or quarter of the cost, whatever, of buying a SCUF controller. And in my opinion, I've had SCUFs in the past, and they're not good. Now there's other companies too, Hori, in my opinion, I don't like those as well. But from the eXtremeRate products that I have, like this was my trusty DualShock 4 controller with the remap kit, and I absolutely love this controller, and I can't play my PlayStation 4 without it. So yeah, I'm a big fan of eXtremeRate. If you've never heard of them before, please go check them out. I will have links in the description. I will also have links down below on where you can buy this kit. You can get it off of Amazon, or you can get it directly off of eXtremeRate's website. So just for clarity, this kit was sent to me for a review. However, I'm not being paid, so everything is my own opinion. And if you choose to use the links in the description, I do get a small kickback for my channel. However, the cost to you is no different whatsoever. So yeah, if you enjoyed this review, you got something out of it, please think about subscribing and like the video if you liked it. So, alright, I will see you in the next one.